So there's one more parameter that we want to spend a little bit of time talking about in this soft selection strategy here, and that is the fall-off mode. So here we are with our selection as it was in the last video, and our fall-off mode is volume. And what volume does is looks at the distance between our selected vertex or selected bit of geometry, whatever it is, and the distance to any other bit of geometry, what they call as the crow flies, on a direct line. So if there was another bit of the geometry that was attached to part of the same object that was somewhere else that was farther away, it wouldn't be. If it was closer, it would be influenced by this, and it wouldn't matter if it was attached or not, or the path that it took to get from the selected geometry to that bit of geometry. So that's volume. It's actually useful if you had clothing on a character and you were going to move the shape of the character's body. You'd want the clothing to go with it. If it was going to stay looking reasonably, you wouldn't want the body to start protruding out through the clothing like that, unless you were having a wardrobe malfunction at a Super Bowl or something. So here's how you do that. So we're going to come in and we're just going to just reset this here back to flat and unselect this. And now I'm going to go to face mode, the polygon mode. Just select a couple of these polygons here, a couple unconnected polygons. I'll turn off soft select for the moment to set this up. So here's two, that'll work. Now we're going to extrude these. So click our extrusion tool and just pull them out. And this might be legs, it might be fingers, it might be, who knows what, but two different things. Now if I was going to do some modeling on one of them, wouldn't necessarily want the other one to be influenced, but the way this works in the volume mode, it would. So we'll go back to vertex, we'll just select one of these here, select our translate tool, select a vertex, select our soft select. Now select the vertex and watch what happens. Okay, so you see the way it is, we've got this one selected, and over here on this other appendage here, this other leg, this other finger, this other whatever, you see we have some color change too, which means when we move this one vertex here, the ones in the other appendage are going to move as well. That's maybe not what we want. The strategy here is the distance sort of as the crow flies, so things in this other appendage are pretty close here, and the way the system's calculating it, that's going to move too. So that's not always what we want. It's often what we want, but not always what we want. And so we can change that, and that has to do with this fall-off mode setting over here on the left. So we'll come over here and we'll change it from volume to surface. And there. Now, if you look at this, we'll turn off the tool so we can see the vertices a little better. The vertices on the other protrusion here, this other appendage, are not selected at all. See, they're all this unselected purple color. Still have the fall off on the ones on the selected appendage. In fact, if you look at that edge coming down the front, you can kind of see how that surface fall off is going. It's just tracking relative 3 units along the surface, and it gets most of the way down and then sort of runs out of gas. So that's that, and that's often, maybe more often, you'll want this surface. You'll want volume if you've got clothing or something like that. You want surface if it's just a single object. If you've got a bunch of fingers and you want to model some sort of detail in one of the fingers, you'll definitely want surface. So that's how that works. And very useful little bit. There's a lot of other little parameters here on soft selection. We could spend, again, an entire course going through all these details, but only have so much time in the videos if we want to get these produced and get them out to you. So we're going to stop it there and let you explore some of those on your own. So we'll end this video, and we'll see you in the next one.